Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this evening. It is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. By the time you hear this, it'll be later than Valentine's Day, but I hope yours was really fun. Mine was. My honey had a dozen roses waiting for me when I got up this morning with a card, a sparkly card. He's really into mushy cards. He's really cute with the cards. And so that was fun. Then we're going out to dinner tomorrow night, so I could be here with all of you this evening. And I got him and me, I benefit from this, tickets to go see the Carole King Broadway musical. It's in town. It'll be in town in March, and I know we'll know all the songs to the show. So I'm really excited to see that. So that was his Valentine present, which I thought was pretty creative for me. I'm taking credit all by myself. So other than that, everything else is good here. I hope it is where you are. I am, by the way, Julie, your host, and my intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all around the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And we have a whole bunch of people on hold tonight. Really appreciate all of them taking the time to join us. I was telling them that not only is it hopefully helpful to them when they get answers to their questions, but hopefully it's helpful to all of you that are listening as well, because oftentimes questions that are asked are similar to things that you have going on in your lives. And hopefully you can get some clarity and some information from those. So let's go to the phone, and I believe our first caller is Shawnee. Hi, Shawnee.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, girl?
I'm doing okay. I'm excited to talk to you.
Yeah, me too. Please tell everybody where you're calling in from.
So I'm calling in from Portugal, actually Sintra, a little town by the coast.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for being up in the middle of the night. Tell everybody what time it is there.
It's 1:07 right now over here. So I made sure I actually went to the movies and went to the late show just to make sure I'd managed to stay up this late. Otherwise, I'd be sleeping.
Well, do you have your bunny slippers on?
I have my cozy socks.
Oh, there you go. Close, huh? Well, good,
yeah.
Good. Well, thanks so much for staying up to talk to us. How may I help you this evening?
So I'm reaching out to you because I have a cat named Poppy, and she went missing 4 days ago, and this is really unlike her. And to me, she's like family. I don't have any kids, so that's as close as it gets. And she's quite young. She's only about 5 months old. My best friend and housemate found her run over when she was just a month or two old, and she went missing recently at night, and we're just worried sick. We just don't know what happened to her. It's very unlike her. She always sleeps in at night, and she always comes when we call her, and we were actually going to get her neutered the morning before she went missing, and that evening she just begged to be let out, and she just never returned, and we've just looked everywhere, and just really heartbroken. So I was hoping to see if maybe you have any, if you could help us.
Yes, sure. Absolutely. So what I'm going to do, Shawnee, is I'm going to raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, because we're all spirits attached to a body having a human experience. And when we're attached to our bodies, our spirits vibrate more slowly just because the body has mass. So I'm going to raise my vibrational level. I'm going to close my eyes and watch a laser beam go from my body. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, which is the southern part of the United States on the Gulf of Mexico. My state borders the Gulf of Mexico. And then, I'll watch a laser beam go from my body here in Alabama, and it's going to hook into you in Portugal. And then from you, we'll see what's going on with Poppy, the cat. My guess is she's just out sowing her wild oats for a few days, and she's probably going to come back to you pregnant, is what's going to happen.
That's my hope. But I've had so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thought that's coming into my head. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam, heading across the Atlantic, heading across Western Europe. Okay, got you. Okay, Poppy. She is just fine. She's just out. She's out, being a wild girl is what's happening. She's going to come back to you pregnant within a couple of days, I believe. She'll be back.
I really hope so.
She will. She will.
That's something really, really nice to hear.
Yeah, my son is marrying in May a gal who's graduating from vet school. So I'm learning a bunch of stuff about animals since Mallory has been teaching me, she's been going through vet school. And one of the things I learned that I didn't know about cats is that they go into heat on demand. They, like dogs have a cycle like humans, but cats, it's instant. They go into heat, boom, whenever there's a male cat that wants to get a little randy. So I think Miss Poppy's going to be a mommy before long, and she's going to come back to you, and she'll be pregnant.
Oh, I sure hope so, because we looked everywhere, and this village is so tiny. It's like she just disappeared into thin air, and that's what I'm hoping for. And I told her the day she disappeared, I told her she was going to get operated the next day, and she probably didn't like hearing that, I guess.
So she wanted to be a mom before she didn't have the opportunity to. I think that's pretty remarkable, actually.
Okay,
that you told her that, and she, she went out and wanted to sow her wild oats before she got fixed.
That's so wonderful to hear. I was just so scared that she'd be stuck somewhere or run over or something terrible. And if that's the sign you get, that makes me feel a lot of relief. So thank you so much, Julie.
You bet. Let us know what happens.
I would love to, yes. I would love to tune in again and let you know, and maybe have some other existential questions. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Shawnee. Sweet dreams. Okay.
Thanks. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
You too. Well, yours is over, but I hope yours was fun. Okay.
Thank you. It's
definitely better. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, let's see who we have next. I believe it's Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Well, hello there, Julie.
How are you, girl?
I'm okay, and I have questions for you, and I'm excited to see how this works.
Well, terrific. Where are you calling in from?
I am calling from Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay. Well, terrific. Happy Valentine's Day, first of all.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so how this works is you ask a question, and then we'll do our best to get an answer for you.
Okay, so I don't know if I need to give you a tiny bit of background, but I guess long and short what I'm looking for is I need life direction in my work and career. I'm in a place right now. I just feel like I have this really a big purpose. I have this big purpose. I felt it for a long time, and I'm a nurse. And I have dabbled in nursing and have been very dissatisfied in my options for career. I'm looking to be Florence Nightingale, and there is no such thing any longer. But I have touched people's lives in every aspect that I've had my nursing. But my current position is literally, I feel like it's draining me. It's literally going to be the end of me. And I've become very disheartened, and I'm wanting to give up. And then I think, I had mentioned that I have recently received this 911 alerts I've been seeing and the 1212. And I just have this rise in my soul that I have a greater purpose. and I want direction on how I'm to obtain that, or where am I supposed to go? Is that too much?
No, it's perfect. So what do you do now in nursing? Do you work at a hospital, or what are you doing?
No, I'm currently doing case management, and it's a home position. But to me, it's more like a telemarketing sense, where I'm reaching out to the top 5% in acuity, which, is high. These are high acuity people, and yet I'm on a time crunch because it's all about numbers. How many people can we deal with? And so I'm not able to fulfill as much as I would like to do for these people, and yet they're so grateful to have me. So I feel like there's something else outside this where I can touch lives in a different way on my terms and give people more.
Within nursing, do you have a certain niche in nursing that you enjoy? Do you enjoy elder care? Or when you say high acuity, that to me means people that need a lot of care.
Exactly. And so it can be anything from mental health to surgeries gone wrong, to transplants, to rare diseases, and so forth. So for me, honestly, where I feel I say a gift, it's kind of the gift of gab. I feel like when I'm able to meet with members in their home, it's that human connection that I have. I'm validating them that they're okay, and that I see them and that I hear them, and sometimes that's the healing that people need. It's that that acknowledgement, and they don't get that in the healthcare field. So honestly, I don't even know that at floor nursing, case management, I thought about life coach. I'm just trying to make some sort of difference. I just have this in my gut that I should be able to touch a lot of people, but I just don't know where to go with that.
Elder care has come up 3 times for me.
Okay.
That's a niche, and I don't even know, not even hospice necessarily, but more elder care, where people who are elderly are in their home, a lot of them by themselves, and you may be the only visitor that they get that day when you go visit them. And to look for companies that focus on elder care. And a place for you to look, believe it or not, the thing that came into my mind was there are elder care attorneys that are a specialty in law, in the legal profession. And I think they may be able to point you to different agencies that their clients have utilized where they've gotten good care. And it might make sense for you to explore that. Not so much working in a nursing home, but more, to your point, in-home care with elder care. That's what I keep getting. So how this works, Andrea, is you take a step, you're inspired to investigate something, if you will, and you investigate that, and it doesn't mean that you're going to do it. It may mean that it's going to lead to something else that you're going to investigate. That really is what feels good to you. And when you pay attention to your emotions, if something feels calm and feels happy and feels joyful, even just calm, even just neutral, that's what you want to shoot for. When you have red flags that come up, or you have an uneasy feeling, or you feel stressed or whatever, that's your spirit saying, hey, you need to look at this from a different perspective. This may not be for you. So follow your gut as you're going through this. And even when you're searching online or you're calling perhaps some of these law firms, you're going to get a gut feeling on things. So pay attention to that. How does it feel? Even more so than all the particulars about it. Does that help?
Exactly. It does. And that's why I think every opportunity that I've tried thus far, that gut feeling of just, it's like such a burden, and I'm disheartened in what I'm doing, and that's not how I want to leave this world, And although I am helping and touching, there's something else there. So I like the idea. I will certainly look into I never even heard or thought about the elder care or through like the attorney for, in home. I don't know if they just need advocacy, but that is something that I feel I thrive, and that is defending those who can't defend themselves kind of thing, and to stand up and to make sure that they have what they need.
Well, and that may be something I was thinking of contacting attorneys more on to find out who the best agencies in town are, because their clients will have been discussing with them as their attorneys, this Visiting Angels company. I'm just throwing that out as a potential. I don't even know if that's a company or not, even in your area. But let's say Visiting Angels is the name of a company, and lawyers may say, yeah, I have several clients who've used the Visiting Angels, and they love them. So it's kind of a circuitous way to find different potential matches for you, if that will be, if that's something. The other thing too is, in the short run, you may want to volunteer in something concerning elder care and just kind of dip your toe in the water and see if it's something that you enjoy.
Sure. Yes. I had managed a skilled nursing facility several years ago when I lived in Ohio, and, really enjoyed that, except for, again, how facilities are run. I can't quite do what I need to do, just not enough time in a day, but I get it. And I thought of hospice in the past. It was really hard for me because everyone wants you to come with 2 years experience here. No one wants to train you, so it's difficult to get there, but I feel like this is a good direction. And like you said, sometimes you look through one door and another opens, and you're the second person who mentioned the volunteer to me. I have a friend, she was a mother of a child with anoxic brain injury, and she and I became close through my case management, and she actually sent me a text the other day out of the blue about volunteering for, it's a yoga studio that caters to people with TBI. And she said, I think that would be a good place. So I'm getting these things, so I like it. I appreciate that, and I will certainly look into that.
Okay, terrific. Let us know what you decide.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much
for joining us. You bet. Bye-bye. Okay, I believe our next caller is Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Where are you calling from?
The Chicago area.
Okay, terrific. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you. And thank you. How may I help you this evening?
Well, I kind of have my question's about my career. I'm really going back and forth. I started a new job this year. I finished.
Oh, did we lose you? Did you?
Hello,
did you? Oh, there, you're back. Okay.
Sorry about that. I went to school to get another endorsement, and I got a job doing what I want to do, but the school that I'm at, I'm just spread really thin, and I really go back and forth if I should look for a different job next year, and it's really just kind of, I can't really figure it out. And I'm kind of in an awkward situation because to apply for a job for school, you have to have letters of recommendation, and since I'm not 100% sure, I don't want to ask for a letter of recommendation, if I really don't want to move. So I don't know. I hope that maybe you have some guidance or advice.
Well, so what are some choices for you? What are some choices that you're considering?
Well, I want to do the same thing I'm doing, but I don't know if I should leave this school district or not, because I'm a librarian, but I'm in 3 libraries. I'm just spread so thin that I can never really get done what I really want to do. I feel like I can't get a handle on everything that I need to do. And but there are a lot of things I like.
You cut out again. Oh, yeah. Are you still with us? Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. We'll see if you come back. Hello? There you are.
I'm sorry. I don't know why my phone keeps cutting out. I apologize.
That's okay. So is it in Kim's best interest to stay with her current school district? Yes. Is it in Kim's best interest to look for a different position within her current school district? Yes. Is there a good probability, let's put it that way, that Kim will be able to secure a position in a different school within her current school district? Yes, but I'm getting next year. So what's this February? You got, another 3 months for this year?
Yeah, it wouldn't
Right.
be for this school year.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't leave the job during this school year at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you have a really good chance of getting another position in the same school district for next year.
There really isn't another position in my school district that I would do, except for I have the only librarian position.
Okay.
Is there like a library position in another, like if I should look in another school district or stay in the current one that I'm in? And
okay. So the thing that just came to my mind was a position for you in the same school district may not necessarily mean working for the school district. It may be a geographical thing. Is there another school perhaps within the same area, or hi Debbie, I see you just joined us. I'm going to mute you and then we'll come back to you. Or is there like a university or a college or something? I just think don't limit yourself just to the school district as an employer. It may be a geographical thing. Does that make sense?
Kind of, I think so.
Okay. So is it in Kim's best interest to pursue a position in a different school district? Yes. Is it in Kim's best interest to pursue a position in the area where her current school district is? I get a yes. I don't think you can go wrong either way. I think put the feelers out and see what's out there. But don't limit yourself just to a school district. Look in the geography at other opportunities.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it does make sense. It's just me, like, I do want to just at least look, but it's hard to look without asking my current employer for a letter of recommendation. And
but I think everybody when they're looking for a job goes through that. And certainly people with whom you're going to be interviewing understand that. And so I don't let that stop you.
All right.
You'll be good on
that.
You'll be good on that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You bet. Thanks for calling. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's see who else is next. I believe our next caller is Janet. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Just kind of home, hanging out here.
Well, good. Where's here?
Here in South Carolina.
South Carolina. All right,
South Carolina.
Sugar. Well, terrific. You got a question for me?
I do. I meditate almost daily, and I've been trying to reach a spirit guide, and I'm unable to. And I wonder if you could help me with that, and, why is it so hard?
Okay, well, is there one in particular, or you just want to know who yours is and want to talk to one of your spirit guides?
Right. I think it would help to know a name or some information.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do, Janet, is I'm going to hook into you in South Carolina, and then we'll see who's around you. And your main spirit guide is always going to be to your right. And spirit guides show up in a semicircle around a person when I'm scanning, when I connect into the person. And it's interesting, Janet, because they all show up as a version of Father Time. They look like old men with long white hair and long white beard and long white robe, and some are tall and thin, some are short and chubby, some are regular, whatever. But the interesting thing is they all show up that way to me just so that I know that they're spirit guides. And
now,
then
I know when they're around because I see like little twinkling lights.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I know when they're there, but I would like to know who.
Yeah. Yeah.
A name or something other than a little twinkling light.
Okay. All right. Well, let's find out who your main spirit guide is right now at this point in your life. So here we go. Comes my laser beam heading over to South Carolina. Got you. Okay. You've got 7 behind you in a semicircle. The main one's to the right of you. His name is, the spirit guide's name is Henry. He's calling himself Henry. Now, spirits don't have a sex, all right? But they show up looking like they did in a lifetime that correlates with what they're advising you about in this lifetime. Just like angels. Angels are unisex. Spirits are unisex. We all come in throughout our different lives, and sometimes we're male and sometimes we're female. So spirits are androgynous. So this spirit is calling himself, just so we can understand it, Henry. Okay, so Henry lived in 1932 is the year that he's giving me. And Henry, he looks like a banker. He looks like the banker from Monopoly, the board game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he morphed from looking like Father Time into looking like a banker from Monopoly. And he's got a 3-piece suit. He's got a pocket watch. All right. So what are you advising Janet on right now at this point in her life? He says you're risk averse, and that there are things that you're thinking about doing, but you're afraid to do them, and so he's helping you become brave and try new things. Does that resonate with you?
Well, I don't know what new things, but
well, would you consider yourself to be risk averse?
Yeah, I'm not a risky person, no.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So when you talk to Henry or any of your spirit guides, what you do, Janet, is you ask him a question in your head, and then he will answer you, and it's going to be the first thing that pops into your head within a second. If you think about it for more than a second, then that's going to be your brain answering you. And spirits are really literal, really literal. So you want to be as specific in the questions you ask as you can be.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, I hope that helps.
It does. And can I ask another thing?
Sure.
Okay. I've been having pain in my right hip.
Uh-huh.
And I wonder if I've been going to the chiropractor and it just seems to be there on days when I exercise or move a lot. And I hate to give up that because of this hip pain. And if you can zoom into that and see, what's going on there.
So how often are you seeing the chiropractor? It is inflamed. I can see it's inflamed right now.
Twice a week.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. What I'm getting right now is to rest it. It just needs to rest. Give it a rest and then start back up in a week. But start back up slowly. It's just not having any chance to heal.
Okay.
So I see inflammation, and I'm getting for you to rest. You've been pushing hard.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope that helps. Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. Let's see who we have next. I believe it's Nadlicia. Hi, Nadlicia.
Oh,
Nadlicia. There you are. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day.
To you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask a question, and I'm calling from South Carolina as well, Hilton Head. And my question, Julie, is kind of two parts. But first of all, I'd like to get some help with a little bit like my guidance, my spirit guidance for something that Gloria and I were going through, and we had a little bit of a challenging, rough health day with doctors today. So who are being not really helpful, and so I need to try to tap into that guidance and know. Somehow I know what I need to do, but I wanted to kind of feel what you think, and for what they told us, and basically I just to get some more strength for what we need to do, what I need to be strong for me and Gloria, and that's basically what I'm trying to reach out for.
Okay, so what did the doctors tell you today? What's going on?
Not to me, but to Gloria, and I was there assisting and watching everything, and it was really heartbreaking to see how doctors are being really not caring and sensitive to do things rough in parts of your body that it is not without pre-warning. So it was really upsetting for me to watch that and see Gloria in pain. So I was kind of very upset seeing all that. And basically they just put it in a very vision of emergency. You need to do colonoscopy immediately, and you might have something there. And we just only because we went in to check for something that needed to be checked out, and then we come up with something completely different. And and even though we understand that needs colonoscopy, but it was really like saying that there's something there, might be tumor, and might be this. So
is this in the emergency? Was this in the emergency room, Alicia?
No, it was like checking for a surgeon to look at a sweating gland, which was in the perineal area, and he instead did something to check and hurt Gloria without any warning, without even telling her what he was about to do. And so it was really unpleasant and which I'm just shocked that doctors would do some. Well, I'm not shocked actually, because I heard some other people going through tough time too. But it's just that the health care is not really health care at all. It's very upsetting for me to see how they treat people like animals, and that's not what I.
Well, listen. First of all, that sounds like that's an off case. Find a different doctor. First of all, I mean with that kind of treatment, you don't need to go back to that doctor. Doctors are to serve the patients. They're to help the patients, and you have to have rapport with your doctor. So do that. So, what's your question about Gloria, or do you have one?
If it is something, first of all, that we're not going back there, and there's another doctor in Charleston, which we're thinking to go, even though we don't know. It's just trying to look for a GI doctor who is more understandable, is a good doctor, and have a human side. And so we're going to try to go to him instead of going back to this, and kind of tapping into that, into knowing that if it's going to be okay, that it's not going to be something, as scary how they told us today, like emergency, do this immediately today, tomorrow. So it was rush, and we just got completely scared off. And
Well, the thing about that is that unfortunately does happen a lot in medical care, and you don't need to rush. You unless you're bleeding or there's something super seriously that's gonna cause you to lose your life here soon. So whatever the diagnosis is or whatever their opinion is, go get a second opinion. Read online. People rate doctors. Look for a doctor that has good ratings, and go get a second opinion. And know that even if this is something scary, that something good comes out of every situation. So look at it that way, and I'll be happy to scan her if you want to do a private session, and we can do a deep dive and see what's going on. But I think if it's something that this doctor was alarmed about, go get a second opinion and see if you can find some ratings online for what you're looking for. Okay. So I hope that helps, and just you may want to. If anybody goes to this other doctor, you may want to steer them someplace else if you've had that bad of a situation, and you may want to file a complaint with the doctor's practice or with the medical board or something like that too, because I can tell you're traumatized by it. So I think it would make sense to maybe look further into that as well.
Okay.
All righty?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. The rest of you that are on there, hang with me. I will get to you in just a second. We do this show every Wednesday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160, and the access code is 533677#. Excuse me. You can find this information a lot of different places. Anywhere you download podcasts, it's in the show notes. We're on dozens of channels, and so you can find us on whichever channel you use. And then also in my blog, I do a question. I pick a question each week, and I answer it that somebody has submitted online. And that's my blog. And so on the email, it says, here's the call-in information, remember, Thursday night. And then I post it on social media. Ask Julie Ryan on Instagram, Ask Julie Ryan on Facebook. We're also on YouTube at Ask Julie Ryan, and this call-in information is all of those places. When you go to my website, AskJulieRyan.com, sign up for my blog, and also sign up for a private session like what I just mentioned with Natalicia, and then we'll have a whole hour to figure out what's going on and get all of your questions answered. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to do medical and past life stuff and then talk to spirit guides and whatever time we have, we'll get as much in as we can, and we always have a great time when I have the opportunity to have you all to myself for a whole hour. I love it. And we laugh a lot too, even if it's something that's serious. We always find joy in everything. So here's this week's question. It comes from Patricia, and Patricia lives in Madison, Wisconsin, and she said, Dear Julie, my 75-year-old husband has amyloid protein growing around his heart. We've gone past the doctor saying he had 12 to 18 months to live and are doing a lot to enhance his immune system. He's currently on a portable IV pump of Milrone 24/7. Milrone is a medicine that he's on 24/7 for his heart. My question is, am I doing the best I can to help him? How can I encourage him to go forward knowing all is okay? Blessings, Patricia. And here's my response. Hi, Patricia. Since today is Valentine's Day, the time of year we focus on love, caring, and matters of the heart, I thought it would be appropriate to focus on your husband, his heart condition, and your obvious love for him. Cedars-Sinai.edu. Cedars-Sinai is a huge hospital in L.A. When I lived in L.A. and was in the hospital supply business, that was one of my accounts, so I know it well. Cedars-Sinai.edu says amyloidosis, or something like that. Amyloidosis, I think is how they pronounce it, is a condition in which too much of a particular protein, amyloid, collects in the organs so that they're not able to work normally. Amyloidosis can affect the heart, kidneys, liver, spleen, nervous system, stomach, or intestines. The condition is rare, affecting fewer than 4,000 people in the United States each year, but it can be fatal. The Cedars-Sinai site goes on to say there's no cure for amyloidosis. Boy, I'm having trouble saying this. I didn't try and pronounce it before I'm reading this, but I wrote it and it sounded right in my head. Treatment of an underlying illness, if there is one, can cause it to go away. The site also says drugs and diet can help manage symptoms and help prevent the production of more of the protein. All right. So, in order to get some guidance for the two of you, I energetically connected to you and through you to your husband. His heart looked like it was encapsulated in a substance that reminded me of the hardened caramelized sugar topping over custard in, and I put in parentheses, what is my favorite dessert, and parentheses, creme brulee. I feel certain what I was seeing was the amyloid protein surrounding his heart. And speaking of his heart, it looked restricted. It looked as if the heart didn't have enough room to properly beat. It would be like if you took a heart and you put it in a net and you brought the net in really tightly so the heart didn't have room to move when it was beating. That's what it looked like. Except this crusty kind of creme brulee topping was restricting the heart when I got it on my radar. And you guys know, I get these wild visuals, and I try and come up with an analogy so you can picture what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. And that's what came up this time. I watched an energetic healing occur where the amyloid was shattered. It broke up into tiny shards and pieces, again reminding me of cracking the sugar topping on a ramekin of creme brulee. As soon as the amyloid was removed, his heart expanded in size, beat really fast for a few seconds, and then returned to a normal sinus rhythm. Regarding what else you can do, I received information to consider grounding your husband. This will help discharge extra electrical current being bottled up as the expansion and contraction of the heart is restricted. You can learn more about grounding at chopra.com and by doing a search online. Hope this information and healing help your honey. It's obvious you're devoted to him and love him very much. Thanks for being such an inspiration to all of us, especially on Valentine's Day. And I think you guys, at the end of the day, those of us that have been in long-term relationships, I've been married 30 years, but those of us that are in long-time relationships know, at the end of the day, this is what love is all about, romantic love. You know, you have the hot to trot for somebody, like the cat, Poppy the cat from Portugal, but then what happens is real love is about caring for somebody when they need you, being there for somebody like Nadalicia is for her partner Gloria, you know, taking care of somebody when they need you to and having them do the same for you. So I thought this was a really appropriate question and answer to have on Valentine's Day, which I'm sure Hallmark greeting cards invented that day, maybe. I'm not so sure. No, actually St. Valentine's Day. I know it's been around a long time, but it seems like the commercialization of it, you know, has gotten the best of us here in this day and age. So thanks, Patricia, for submitting that question. Okay, Lou, you're up. You're next.
Hey,
Hi
okay,
there.
Julie. Gee, and I'm very happy Valentine's Day to you, too.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad you're adding a little testosterone to the show tonight.
Okay. Hey, Julie, I apologize for calling back in. Your time is valuable on here. Oh, yes, it is. But
no apology necessary.
I'm calling for myself this time.
Okay.
And it's a medical pain that I have here right now. Julie, I have a growth on my head. And if at all possible, I'd just like you to maybe take a quick look-see at it and just let me know what's going on. I've had it for 2 years now, and I just want to get rid of this son of a gun. Mm-hmm. But believe it or not, I just have such a gut to do it spiritually, and not some of these butchers around here where I live take care of it. So that's why I'm giving you a buzz. Maybe just get a little direction.
Okay. Lou, please tell everybody where you're calling in from.
Lake Wales, Florida.
Okay. Florida. All right. Okay. So let me get you on my radar. Here comes my laser beam heading south. Got you. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm seeing something on the back left side of your head. Is that where you're talking about?
That's
all right.
Just about right. Yes, dear.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's a benign growth.
Okay.
And so does it bother you? Does it hurt?
No, it don't, but, it kind of cuts into my lifestyle a little bit. I don't want to walk around and people see it. I always have to wear a hat. I don't like to wear a hat. And and where I work part-time, and I'm always out in front of people. So, after a while, it gets to be a bit of a drag. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right now, I'm getting it's in your best interest to go see a plastic surgeon to get it cut out.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
So, and I think it will be fine. I think it will be no big deal, and it looks completely benign to me. But just get it taken care of, especially if it's affecting your lifestyle.
Yeah, it is. Gee, Julie, I tell you, with news like that, I wish I was closer so I can give you a hug.
Okay, well, I'll take it through the phone. Thanks, Lou. Call in anytime. Love talking with you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye now.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, and I believe Debbie's our next caller. Hi, Debbie.
Hiya. Can you hear me?
How are you? I can. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Can you get me off speaker, please?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, good girl. Okay, got a question. Where are you calling from, first of all?
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus. Well, terrific. City of my birth. Special place in my heart for Columbus. You got a question for me?
I do. My doctor wants me to take a statin drug for my cholesterol. Mm-hmm. And I've had, a special test done, and it does show that I, have, I guess, quite a bit of, I don't know what it is, around my heart. And I was wondering what you thought about that, if I should go ahead and do it, or is there some other way I can get rid of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Statins are still standard protocol. There's so much research debunking that idea, though. I would Google the daylights out of it. You can go to PubMed.com or PubMed. It might be PubMed.org, and that's all of the papers that have been published. And you'll be able to understand them when you read them. But look up the ones that talk about statin use not being effective. The other thing I want you to do is take the name of the drug that they want you to take and Google it with the acronym NNT at the end of it, and that stands for number needed to treat, Debbie. Okay. And number needed to treat is going to tell how many people have to take a medicine in order for it to help one person. The higher the number, the less effective the drug, and you want to check to see what all the side effects are as well. So plaque that builds up in the arteries is caused by inflammation. Inflammation normally, more than likely, is caused by diet. So I would look into the bulletproof diet if I were you, and I would also look into eat fat, get thin. Those two diets, and they're basically, if God made it, eat it. If man made it in a factory, don't. And between those two things, I think that will give you enough information to make an intelligent decision about what you believe is right for you with that.
Okay. And you said it was the bulletproof diet, and what was the other one?
Bulletproof and Eat Fat, Get Thin by Mark Hyman, Hyman, MD. He's head of functional medicine at the Cleveland Clinic.
Okay.
And
can I ask you
want to check that out. Well, let me put you on hold. If I have time, I'll come back to you because I've got a couple other people I want to get to. But thanks so much for calling. Great questions.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Really.
Okay. Next one is, hi, I think it's Jill. Jill, are you on?
Oh, gosh.
Jill or Jill Marie?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I'm here, honey.
Do you go by Jill or Jill Marie?
I go by Jill.
Jill.
I just realized I wasn't on mute. So you heard my dogs barking, right?
I didn't. No, I had you on mute, so that was good.
Okay, good. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Where are you calling in from?
I am calling in from St. John's, Florida, which is between St. Augustine and Jacksonville.
Oh, terrific. Well, good. Well, do you have a question for me?
I do. My close cousin had recommended that I call into you. I'm having some serious lower back issues, herniated discs, bone spurs, etc. Went for an MRI this morning, going to see my spine doctor tomorrow. Just wondering what you see as far as health in the future. This has been going on for many, many, many years. And it's to the point where I just want them to cut me open and fix it. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah. All right. So I have you on my radar. Watch the laser beam go from my body while you were talking down to Florida. And low back issues, most of the stuff that I'm seeing that's going on, Jill, is on the left side of your lower back. I'm seeing what I would call degenerative disc disease and also some osteo going on where your vertebrae are starting to disintegrate. So what I'm doing is I'm applying stem cell energy and a healing to your vertebrae to get them back to a robust state with enough calcium and bone mass in them. And and then as far as the disc, same thing. I'm putting stem cell energy in the disc. When I see degenerative disc disease, Jill, it looks to me like the disc is dehydrated. It's shrinking in size. It's not big and fluffy and puffy.
Right.
And and so is that what the doctors are telling you? What are they telling you?
Yeah. This disease, OA, horrible. Ironically, the right side of my body hurt. Right side of my lower body, right leg down to my everything is not just numb. My mother had back surgery when she was in her early 30s. I'm in my mid 50s, so I think the surgery's probably inevitable. Like I said, I just want relief. I really had a horrible day today. I work from home, so I'm still working full time. I'm a widow, so I mean I can't just stop working. So it was just about in tears today. So I'm just reaching out for every avenue that I can. Again, if they got to cut or they got to do the laser, I just need some kind of relief. I just was horrible today. So I appreciate
Consider scheduling a private session with me. Just go to AskJulieRyan.com and click on the button and pick a date and time. And let's spend an hour going through all of this. A lot of this stuff we can address, and it will give you some relief. This healing that I just did on you right now hopefully will give you a little bit of relief. But when you're talking about sciatica pain and numbness and stuff, let's spend some time going through all of this. So go to AskJulieRyan.com, pick a date and time, and let's spend an hour dissecting all of this and see what we can do to help you heal. Okay.
Yeah,
thanks, Jill.
The other thing, just real quick, can I just say something? One other thing. I do would like some spiritual healing as well. I'm just going through a hard time right now. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to, I'll get on your website and such discussion.
Okay, perfect. Look forward to it.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Jill.
I appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All righty. Our next caller is Kathy. Hi, Kath. Hi, Kath.
Hi, Julie.
How are you?
Can you hear me? Oh,
I can.
I'm okay. Not fantastic, but okay.
Well, good. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio, not far from the city of your birth in Columbus.
That's right. That's right. You got a quick question for me?
Yes. Well, it's about, one of your mascots here, Miss Katie, the cat.
Yeah.
She's, I think she's doing okay, but ever since, I can't remember if I've talked to you since we've moved, but we're in a new apartment now. Been here 7 weeks, and she's been stressed ever since we've been here. Could be just too much moving. I don't know. She's having some inflammatory bowel issues, which she gets when she's stressed. So I just wanted to know if you could take a peek and and I can't tell how much of it is like mental too with her, because she can get kind of caught up in my stuff too, so I could be causing some of her stress, of course. So I just wondered if you could kind of ask her how she's doing and see what she says.
Yeah. What I got when you were telling me that, Kath, is that there's a lot of EMF, electromagnetic frequencies in your building. So go on Amazon and get some of those plugins that go into the wall outlet. Okay. And plug that in, and that's going to help a lot. She's picking up on that. That's what's going on.
Okay. Well, and that's why I'm not sleeping at night too, I'm sure.
Yeah, it probably is. So put one in your bedroom and put one in the room that you guys spend the most time in.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. I think she looks fine otherwise. It's EMFs. And she's so sensitive. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She is. Okay, great.
Well,
thank you so much.
Calling. You bet. Happy Valentine's Day. All righty. Let's go to LaShonda. Hi, LaShonda.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, girl? Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thanks. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right. You got a quick question for me?
I do. I have a health question this evening.
Sure.
Aside from some sniffles, I don't have any obvious illness, so I was just concerned to notice that I'm experiencing some heavy or loud breathing, not shortness of breath or anything, but just a noticeable audible breathing. Like it sounds like when you've almost recovered from some strenuous activity and are about to return to normal. I just don't think I should be hearing myself breathing. So I'd like to know if you could determine if there's anything going on with my heart or lungs or something that I need to address or follow up on or something else.
It's your head. It's your sinuses.
Oh, well, that's good.
Your head, because your ears are congested. I don't see inflammation, but your eustachian tubes are congested. So I'm rotor-rootering them out to get them open. Kind of like when your ears are clogged and you can hear yourself breathe, or if you've ever put earplugs in and you can hear yourself breathe and hear your heartbeat. That's what's going on.
Yes, I've heard that fine. Too. It scares you to death.
You look fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Happy Valentine's Day.
Always. Same to you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And then our next caller, Susie. Hi, Suze.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for taking my call, and thanks to your husband for letting me do this call on Valentine's Day. So nice of you and him. And I was wondering, in the past, you had said it was in my best interest to take something called Carbon 60, and organic sunflower oil, and I started taking it in September. I had 2 bottles, and then I ran out a couple weeks ago. And I just wondered if you saw it in my best interest to buy more of this and take it. It's very expensive, and I just thought, well, I'll try it, 2 bottles worth and see. I don't know whether this rash on my neck it seems worse, and I don't know whether it was better because of taking the Carbon 60 or if that's something completely different. So that's why it's hard to know whether it's in my best interest to buy it again.
Is it in Susie's best interest to take something called Carbon 60? I'm still getting a yes. Is it in Susie's best interest to take sunflower oil? Yes. So I'm getting a yes on that right now. Yeah.
And are you getting that it was helping with the rash, that's what was helping with the rash and it wasn't something else?
Carbon 60 that Susie was taking, does it help with her rash? I get a no. It does not.
Oh,
so it must be serving some other purpose.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for checking. And I hope you have a really great week.
Thanks. And you're in San Francisco, everybody. She's in San Francisco. Are you okay? I know you guys are getting pummeled with rain.
Oh, lots of rain, yeah, but we're okay. We're good. So.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
okay.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Hope your Valentine's Day was terrific. By the time you hear this, it'll be long gone, and we'll be on to the next holiday. I'll have to get my new placemats out. I think we go to Easter next. I have Valentine placemats we use right now. I think I got them when Jonathan was 1 or 2, and I'm still using them, but they're really cute. And thanks for listening. Call in and join us next week. Submit your questions online. It's really fun to get them.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan.
Bye now.
For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.